Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. I just clicked out of it.
It's Sunday.
Sorry. I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah, I don't either. Hey, everybody, it's Sunday.
I was busy doing art.
You were, and altering your plan.
Yes, and altering my modifying. We're not altering.
We alter mediums. We modify plans.
That's right.
There's a shirt right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Alter mediums. Modify plans. Yeah. Which one you got on today? The color is a witchcraft something or other. Yeah, here, hold on. It's color witchcraft. The magic starts here. Unfurling art daily. Anyway, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together we are
PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you were here. We like to know that you're here because we're an arty friendly bunch of folks, just like all these people with the pinky hello hands. That's how we get you helloed. Let me do that real quick, and then you'll know how this all works, because you show up on the list, and then I can call out your name. Now, if you don't want your name called out, that's totally fine, but I do appreciate if you give those thumbsy upsies. That little thumbsy upsie thing is right down there. He says, like. You say, I like it, and then it lets other folks know. Number one way. Second way is to subscribe to the channel. Do all that YouTube business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most of these people have done that already.
I think so. But, you know, we get new people in. Actually, I'm kind of seeing some new folks, I think, here in the list. Let's get it done. Angela, Anthony, Becky, Brandy, Charmaine, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Darcy, Dana, Eddie, Elizabeth, Estella, Gerald, that's Jerry, Griffin Chill, that's Rhonda, Yonka, Jennifer McKinnon, Jennifer's Dog's Life, Joan, that's Joni Marone, she's one of our designers, Carla, Kimberly, Lindsay, Lizanne, Lizzie, Jean, Lexi McGrath just popped in there, Lydia, Margie, Marguerite, Michelle, Nancy, Paige, Patricia, that's a new Patricia, I believe. Hello and welcome. Paula, Panka, Roseanne, Rosemary, Sarah, Shannon, Silver Granny and Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn. Star Travel, that's Linda. The Shelley Studio, that's Margot, Tina Feinberg, Veronica. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. She just didn't show up on the list. Give me an extra pinky hello hand and I'll get you hello. Boom. I am also very coffeeed up too. Tambien.
I probably needed to indulge in a bit more coffee.
FYI, I don't... Okay, so we will be scheduling the streams this afternoon. I may or may not change the time of tomorrow's stream. I'm working out something. TBD. So yeah, just, you know, don't be like, I'll be like, oh, Mariah scheduled it for the wrong time for tomorrow, for Mariah Makes. Might be later in the day. Because there's some stuff going on in the
evening time.
Well, yeah, because there's some stuff kind of going on at noonish. It's President's Day. And so we might be partaking in that. I think. But stay tuned. The emails are going out. We are scheduling. We're going to try to start scheduling the week's streams on like after today, like after the stream today on Sundays. And then you'll get the email. If you're still, you know, signed up for the email and all that business. Okay. Hey, Sherry, that's SWL. Diane Olson, hello. P moved the tissue box. Well, that's the thing. She's here. Let me go topside. You ready to go topside?
Yeah.
It's part of the thing.
Yes.
And it is messing with her camera. Yes, I do know.
Oh, this thing right here.
Yeah, your little tower of thing. Okay, top view. There we go. All right, that is all the, you know, who's it, what's it, this, that, the other. I don't know if I need to have any other announcements. Of course, if you are doing things over Makers, that's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Arts Facebook group. You should already be signed up. You should be sending your things to people, doing the swaps. There's the Misfit Scrap swap. There is the paperclip swap. Oh, and actually, are you going to show my thing? I think you should show it.
If you don't mind, I would, because it really was yesterday when Izzy was streaming.
Let me tell you, yesterday was like, it sort of started off like, I had this plan that I was going to just be arty and just, you know, do my thing. But, you know, the 7-year-old has a way to about, you know, making things, yeah, her stuff. Here's my box. Yay! This is what I worked on. Because remember my little paper clip? That's, you know, the paper clip thing that's happening over in Makers. That's why my brain was there.
You will notice the gel print.
The most excellent gel print.
In blue.
Oh, and by the way, I do need to say that I was wrong about the blue. I was very wrong.
Good enough.
She said, if you want this print, you need to let people know.
Yeah. I blackmailed her.
I should have probably left that.
It probably, oh, there we go.
Yeah, correct them edges. Yeah.
Give it a bit of a tug.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to show you the inside. Look at that little nested.
That's my paper clip.
Paper clip there. See its little bed? It's even spongy.
Yeah, put little.
Comfy. Okay, now I'm going to show you the lid. I'm going to tell you what I said. It says, does that come off? That's another pin right there. And actually, I actually think this is better design.
Hold it up into the technology a little more so they can really, yeah. There you go. That was all the pieces that were kind of left over.
But isn't it just lovely?
It's got puffy business. It's,
I mean, you know, aside from you could, this could just become a thing for other things also, precious things. But that's another one of those, the long haul prints.
Yep.
And sometimes you just need those plain ones. So, you know, kind of keep that.
And all I did with that was, I did.
Look at this edge. Yeah.
I sprayed it with the gold shimmery spray and then used my brown sponge. So that way it sort of colored because, you know, where you see the lighter parts on the goldy print, that was basically just the tissue paper, no paint. So that colored nicely. And so I just gave it that sort of coffee color.
It's absolutely splendid.
So now it has a home.
And now it has a home. It can go on the shelf.
Oh, hey, Madam Beck. Hey, Emma.
But I just really admire Mariah's ability to. And I love that she left these on each side. I told her it's like a bookend. Yeah. A frame.
Well, and plus it sort of lets you know where how to open it.
Lovely bronzy goldy thing that shimmers there. All right.
So then she's like, well, what am I going to work on? And whatever. So she finished something.
I did.
Y'all remember that little box?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. And here's another print.
That was actually the one. Remember, that was the one I was going to use. But then I was like, it was too much because one of the things about, I think, the paper clip and the other accent pieces, like you have too much of that blue and then it gets lost. So you really needed that more neutral iced coffee color to set everything off.
Less contrast.
That's right. That's why the walls at a museum are usually a kind of grayish, you know, very neutral color.
So they don't fight with the artwork.
Yeah, if you got artwork hanging on the wall.
Yeah, you don't want to be painting it purple. Use that in your artwork.
I know this because I had a purple wall.
I want to talk about this because I do talk about a lot. Sometimes when you have an oopsie.
Oh, Nancy, these are all prints, and they were all then. So if you want to see that was the latest long haul that P did with the spiracles. Spiracle. And I swear, every time it kept going in my head. Let's get spiracle. Sorry.
Yeah, and this is the little one that kept, jumping out.
Yeah, it's funny because there's one print where it's like lime green.
I know.
Which is rando, because it was like.
Okay, so basically, and this is my leftovers right here. I just watered them up and put them inside of here. Just in case. I don't know that I will need them. I don't know if there's any place that I kind of forgot them. But once I got this on here, I decided I needed something on here with a little more punch because it was just purple.
Yeah.
And I ran out of purple. So we had to go to.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't even know why I talk about a plan. It's just like, it just evolves.
Yeah.
And then I decided, okay, so I'm going to bring in the yellow. And then I had these little pieces, in the.
What box did that start out at? Just some rando something, right?
It was.
Oh, the little jars, I think. Because it doesn't have a lid.
No, it doesn't have a lid. But you could see the imprint of the jars.
Right.
Or the cans.
Right. Just for canning,
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it was. But anyhow. Yeah, it wasn't. It did have flips and flops, and I just.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a regular box.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's very sturdy at this point.
Hey, Mariah.
But, I've put so many layers on, you can't see the indentations anymore, but you could when it was still white. Okay, and I look at over here in this corner, and this is the kind of the. All right, so here are my.
Oh, my box. Okay, so the funny thing is and I'd gone all around. Like, I had all sorts of different boxes, but then it just so happened, and this is one of those funny things. So, Brad and I have, like, the Sonicare toothbrush, but I buy the generic heads because they're crazy expensive. And so this is the toothbrush head box.
Seriously?
Yes. Which was perfect. I like it very much.
Yeah, and I don't know what to tell you about this one, except I know that I did have to do something to the corners because they were kind of, iffy.
Yeah.
Then, I decided I wanted to define the print more because as I put it on top of itself, it sort of disappeared. The lines, the shapes of the organic stems of pseudo leaves and whatnot. And then I like this sort of a sun thing, and it interrupts the blue, which I think is rather nice. And I like this bit here, and then it goes on the inside also. And then this little bit over here, and look at these little heart. I don't.
Just so happened
puzzle, but and that weird that just showed up there. So all I did is I came along the edge with these are the colors that I used to augment my.
Your hand only holds that many. That one other one just keeps popping out.
Yeah. And you can see.
They can't see over that way.
They can't.
They can see there. There you go.
These are the colors that I used on the interior of this box, and you can see them.
Oh, so Kathy wants to know what glue was used. So for P, I'm sure she used her Blick.
Yeah.
For mine, I used 3 different types of glue. Glue stick, the Montmartre PVA glue, and then the art glitter glue.
I also, and I should say,
and then to put this, like I did, pretty much, you can take all of the technique that I utilized on my last Monday stream to create the paperclip. I, reused all those techniques on the inner box, like using the hot glue gun, and then again with the various glues, just sort of depended on which one got the job done.
There you go. I will also say I went over the whole thing with the clear texture gesso because I'm using. There
you go.
I'm using
colored pencil.
Colored pencils. Thank you. Yeah. When I am finished and satisfied, I'm not quite there on my colored pencils. I will go ahead and use the satin glazing liquid.
Right. So here's kind of a suggestion. Like if you guys are thinking about, decoupaging in this way or paper mache. That's we like to call it paper mache because we're fancy. The larger the piece that you're putting down, you need something like what I used was the PVA glue for that situation because it allows me to still move it around but then it dries solid. It's nice. It's clear. It does all the things that I need it to do. The art glitter glue is not really good for big surfaces because it dries too quickly. Yeah. But it's awesome when you have those little edges and you want to get it done. And that's like all the little pieces and any of the areas where I knew like it was going to have more things happening to it. I really went back in and made sure that they were tacked down with the art glitter glue. Same thing on P's box. I think that, you know, the reason she utilizes that matte medium, but you need to go heavy and like, because it dries pretty quick too.
It does.
So you need to go in those large areas, but get it down and get it on there. I like the PVA because it gives you the time to move around.
Yeah, and my thing is I really don't want it to move around. I want it to dry quickly because usually I'm multi-layering.
All right, and then Margie asked about Mod Podge. Okay, we are serious lovers of the Mod Podge.
Yes.
Here's the big old drawback of Mod Podge, depending on, of course, where you live in the world, whether or not and how quickly it dries, and it always does still stay a little bit sticky. Just does. Unless you put wax on it, you can, and there's a million ways. You can cornstarch it. You can put baby powder on. You can put candle wax on it. There's the distress glaze. I'm hitting all the things because usually I get the comments. I know about them. Yes, that is true. You need to let it dry at least 72 hours. And it says on the packaging, I think it takes up to 6 weeks for it to fully cure. It could take years, depending on where you're at. We love the Mod Podge, but that's the whole dealio with it.
Here's the other thing that I've used when I'm making my beads or my bracelets. If I use the Mod Podge. I come back in with that wood
sealer stuff.
And it does two things. Number one, it seals it all. There's no moving about the cabin, nothing sticky anymore. And I really like that approach because it doesn't interfere with the shininess. It's not as shiny as it was before, but it's more of a satin finish, which I actually like better than the super gloss anyway.
Right.
But a reason I really, the Mod Podge is good is because it is UV protective.
Some of it. Not all of it, but yes.
The one I use is. It says it.
Like the regular?
Yeah, the
standard.
Regular.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with things like bracelets and beads and whatnot, that's kind of important because they're going to be in the sunlight. They're going to, be out and whatever.
Unless you live in a cave.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, so this little jobber finally got finished. And I'm very happy about that. And I think it's going to house my insects while I'm working with them. Because I've decided I'm not going to do a flower.
We're done flowering.
I'm done flowering. But, before I talk about that, I want to talk about
we're over all the Arty love business.
Yeah.
Moving on to the...
Yeah, hardcore.
Hardcore bugs.
Thus, I got out my death head moth.
Yes.
That should be something.
And if you're wondering why that particular one is gray, it's because that was one of the very, very first stamps we did. And that was some of the
spongy, and we decided it doesn't make as good a print.
Yeah, that's some of the test foam.
But I don't care because it is kind of fuzzy, and I think that moth's kind of fuzzy. So I asked if I could
She wasn't being
it.
particular about it.
No. All right, so here we go. Sonia? I got him.
Look at this.
The Daniel Smith, Jean Haynes, All That Shimmer set, 6 tubes, iridescent, electric blue, ruby, copper, Aztec, gold, topaz, and I'm sorry, a little oopy goopy.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't taped it off yet. And white. And then on the other side, look what I did. I took the Daniel Smith watercolor black ground and did little things and then put the colors over the top of them so you could really see. Isn't that wonderful?
All right. So Nancy says she even has a toilet paper core collection sorted by strength. Her family thinks she should be committed. It's okay. You have a group here. Just Nancy, let them know there are more of us out here. And I say us.
Not all toilet paper rolls
are equal.
And it is good. You know, not everyone knows that. That's very selective knowledge. Okay, so they came in tubes, but I wanted them in my Daniel Smith. And look, they even sent a little sticker. A Daniel Smith sticker.
Oh, that's great, because then, yeah, you put it on the tin. Now, the tin didn't come with it all. If you want tins, I do have those all in our Amazon store. You know, the little, like, all the things that we buy on Amazon. This would be one of them. I like these particular tins. We have ordered them in various sizes, and that is the listing that's out there right now. Now, that can change. Mo's great about it. She's like, yeah, I think she'll let me know, like, when some of the links have expired, or, you know, they don't relist it as the same thing or whatever, so sometimes I have to go back.
They all come from China. I mean, come on, get real. Anyway, I took the little... Now, this is a full pan. These little receptacles there.
Yeah.
And squeeze the...
tubes in there.
And they're setting up and getting hard, which is good.
That's what you wanted.
That's what you want.
I think that was pretty brilliant, because I tell you, if they set up in the tubes, then you got to cut them open, and it's kind of pain in the butt. And then you just basically...
and you kind of, crunch them up and force them in. But if you just squeeze them out, and then I've got to put the tubes back in their little case.
Oh, so there's still more in the tube?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
This was about half.
Wow.
I know. Pretty awesome. But anywho, we're going to play around with that. And I did smear some of the pumice gel and the glass bead gel into my watercolor book. And one of these days we're going to,
get after that.
Get after it.
But this project's been on hold for a while. It was closer in the queue.
Yeah, okay. I don't know where to put this. I've got frogs and okay, well, I'll just bring this back over because we're going to talk about this anyway. All right, so we're finished with that. I mean, I don't know that I'm finished. There's some more areas that I want to work on, but yeah, I'm happy with that box and how it evolved. All right, now we did this last time, right? Everybody remember this?
All right, so, well, first of all, welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're very happy that you are here. Please subscribe and do all that YouTube business that one does. If you're asking what that is, that's that little bell thing that happens. You know, you hit subscribe, and then there's a bell thing, and then you, like, pick all that business, and then you get notified. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, this here stuff is from Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday? No.
I think
just Thursday. Because you started it Wednesday and then did the back sides on Thursday.
Tuesday. I started it on Tuesday.
Oh, evening, yeah, or after, yeah.
Yeah, it was the very end of the string.
Yeah.
All right. So at that juncture in time, it was going to be flowers, right? Okay. And this side is done with and remember, this is what we did with the brush ups. Well, we did brush ups on. Did we do brush ups on both sides?
You did brush ups on both sides. Some of the
yeah, I did this one ahead of time, and then I did this one during the string.
Right. Now, some of the napkins already had blotter stuff on it.
Yeah. But this is the Mashi.
She's very happy with this.
Yasutomo, I'm very happy with this. And I'm going to show you why I think it's really, I'm using the paper towels because I have them.
Also, Paula, are you ready? Let Paula know. Paula know. Which one is your favorite? No. Of the foil business that you got going on. And then you said to me, oh, I actually really love how the one turned out that you utilized the airbrush medium, because it kind of did the coolest stuff, because the blooms sort of stayed in place a bit more.
Remember, I ripped this up and put this down on the end because I realized that.
So that whole idea about the airbrush medium was pretty cool.
Yes, was brilliant. And that is one of the reasons I recommend the Mashi paper, because it's smooth. Suavecito. It's going to do what the brushos and the watercolors are supposed to do more so. Because what happens with the paper towels is they kind of get locked into those little cellular designs on the paper towel. Although I think this worked out quite nicely. Some of the others I don't think so much. This is just, but then I got to thinking, this is going to be okay because I'm going to individually color my bugs anyway. I'm going to stamp them onto these, and I'm going to stamp them on today.
So you're not doing the flower at all?
No flower. There's going to be leaves, but remember, is the leaf packet over there?
The cats?
Cats, yeah. Cats and leaves.
Cats in the bushes?
I think that there's still a whole bunch of leaves. I don't think I gave them away. I thought about it. But I really spent a lot of time cutting those out. And it's fancy cutting, I want you to know. It's not just willy-nilly silly.
Silly willy-nilly.
Okay, remember I cut out all of these?
Cats and bushes?
Cats and bushes. It's fine. There's no ladies here, just cats. The ladies are elsewhere. And
they're in the bush.
Have these lovely flowers on the inside. Okay.
That's funny.
It's kind of a stiff booger.
No, the foil is staying on. I keep telling y'all. The foil is stayed on. The foil is there.
Oh, the foil is there forever.
For structure.
Specialty leaves, large leaves.
Yeah. Special. She's tagged it, y'all.
I've even got some more cats, although I did give some cats away.
You sure there's cats in there? Oh, there are cats in there.
Cats in there. Cats in
there.
Hey,
Jessie.
Oh, might have to. I'm sticking with the bugs.
Hey, Liz.
Okay, medium leaves. Well, I must have used a lot of those.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, I've got these leaves that I can utilize on the sides of this little box. Leaves and bugs, kind of go together. I can even, cut out some munchy parts. So
I think you need to put. You need to at least put like one flower at the top.
I'll take that under consideration. I am not going to just completely and I've got so much stuff in here. Okay, I'm not going to look through this because you know what'll happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 minutes later.
30 minutes later. There we go.
If y'all want to see that, there's a whole, that was
8 weeks.
Yeah.
Deciding what the hell to do. And look at this. This
spiracles, but this is suspicious
linear.
Sprouts. Its predecessor.
Yes, because I think that these were
yeah, and then the flower
I did a long haul.
All right, so Cats by Rhonda. That's cat stamp. That's the pretty kitties and what's the other one? Pretty Kitty and Rar. I don't know. I can't remember that exactly. But then the leaves are the Swiss plant. There are lots of those in different sizes, and you can do right and left.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that business. And then the Suspicious Sprouts stencil, or mask, really, was utilized for the papers. So 3 different things. Oh, and then the flowers on the inside are...
They're Rhonda's.
No, those flowers are either Christie's or Darcy's. I just can't remember exactly which one. Because is it the rose one? I'm pretty sure. Is that Darcy's or is that one Christie's? It's been a little bit. We got so many flowers,
like this one because I can do a lot. And I might use
Darcy's. Okay.
I might go ahead and utilize this even to put at the top. I don't know. Okay. I like it because it's got lots of painty room.
Painty, yes.
It's not solid there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have purple bugs and green bugs from right now, but they probably won't stay the same.
Actually, I do think that one's Christy Hartman's. Pretty sure that's her rose. And then because when we did the testing out things, and then we used.
Oh yeah, that was one of the ones.
Yeah, and then we used Darcy's, the other flower.
Yeah. Yeah. I like those, and the reason I say that is here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm kind of having a problem with the leaf situation, and that's what kind of led me to this. Is because I wanted something open.
Hey, Mimi. Sketched Flower by Darcy.
See how much area you have to mess around in? Now, I do like this one also.
Oh, there. It should tell you whose is whose. Because, see, there's that one. The blue one. Read on there.
Blue one says, Christy. This is Christy Hartman.
Yeah, and then the other one is the Sketched Flower, and that one's by Darcy. Yeah. Okay, good. I had that sort of right. All right. Very well.
Yes.
But that's why those flowers are really great, because they do leave area where you can color them as you will.
These are good ones, too, for that.
Yeah, and then the third one, there are part of the 5 of the blossoms.
Yeah. Okay.
That's by PM Artist Studio. Brad.
Yes. I love that book. I use that book all the time. But, so.
I'm happy that you have the book right over there by you.
Yeah, and remember I went through and put my paper in because this is reproduction. You've got the real one that has all the original paper.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Okay. So then, I'm going to do some stamping here. We're going to use some different stamps. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to stamp on the smooth side.
Okay.
Stamp on the smooth side with the mochi paper because I think I'll get a better print. Okay?
Okay.
Here's my plan. I would like to have each of the bugs in green and purple.
Okay.
And like I said, that may not. And this is going to require, this is where Mariah comes in because she's a good cutter. But one nice thing about this is it's going to be easy to cut because it's nice and stiff. Trying to cut that wiggly tissue paper, let me tell you what, that will make you crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so here's what I'm thinking, Mariah. I'm thinking about light colored and dark colored stamp stuff.
Okay.
Over there. And see, look at this one. This is with the
brush show.
The brush shows with less brushing.
Right.
Just
that's how you get that speckledy.
But you can tell that you can tell it has the medium on it because you can see it. Little wrinkle right there. But that's all right. We don't care about that. But I think this is really, this really looks leafy to me. But we're done with that. We're just going to go with bugs. So, what I'm going to try to do on some of these is just use a, my stamp pad back over yonder here. But on some of these, I really want to experiment a little bit because if I mess it up, I can just always come back in and redo it, right? This is like my PA series. I love this one the most because of the different colors. I really wish it was a little more swirly like this one, but yeah, this has got some non-glued down puffy places out there.
Non-glued down puffy
They'll
places.
have to be pierced and pin glued.
Well, and then maybe once you
all right
do some.
So all of this is going to go on this little job, but remember, it finally dried. I mean, seriously, it took a week or more because I used the fancy paper towels, the really absorbent paper towels.
Yeah,
don't use those. Use the cheapo. Because in the long run, it really doesn't matter anyway. But this thing is very formidable. You could clock somebody with this. Did you hear that sound? Yeah. And it would hurt.
It would hurt.
Yeah, it would. And we're not finished with it yet. So this next layer of stuff is going to have some aluminum foil on it. All right. Now, we know that the bugs are all going to go on here. Yeah, they're not. But we need to have something in the background, and we're going to do some gel printing of the stars on tissue paper today, so we can put that background down first. I mean, we won't do it today, but we'll definitely make lots of different types of star background.
Right.
Mariah, I know it's over there because you keep it up there, and I love that you do that. The one where I've done the 2 colors with the star stencil.
Oh, yeah. All right, go.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
All right, so that's where we're going with this. But we're going to get our beetles and bugs done first. So this is going to go away for a bit. And this is going to go away for a bit. I was going to change my paper, and then I thought, you know, I'm just not going to worry about it getting stuff
right
all over it. I'm just going to go for it. All right, so Mariah, I'm really thinking on this, one of those oxides. Okay, we've got to figure out. I think the little bugs be green. And these are Fran's bugs, right, Mariah? This is Brad's moth. This one right here, which is my favorite. I don't know. I really like this one too, though. Remember the really cool one that I did and colored it in with iridescent colors? See,
yes.
We can do some of that.
Yeah.
Put this down on here. But we just need to get that background in.
Wonderful.
So what I'm thinking is like a light purple. Do we have a light purple in the...
yeah.
And, you know, since this is, I can, if it's not working out, maybe I could go ahead and wipe it out. I don't know. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right, let's try this one. Yeah, that one might be too dark. I don't know. You have a re-upper on this?
Yeah. Remember, that's that new,
This just has such lovely, you know, little details to it that I want to make sure they're all inked up. Quite nicely. Pick a spot here.
oh, I don't know what is going on with your stupid.
Okay, do you have white?
Well, you have the pumice stone. Next best thing. If you want something to be white, then we need to do the wah.
Do the what?
You know, wah.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to do that because
yeah,
I'm afraid the wah will crack when you mess with the
it might, but I don't, you know, that might also be kind of cool. It's a thought.
Tis. Tis a thought.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably better than the bright white anyway. I mean, that's my personal opinion, maybe. I don't know. If you want it whiter, we could put the stuff on it. Or you can bust out with your paint.
I could. Well, it kind of smushed out a little bit, but that's okay.
There we go. Good.
Oh yeah, this pumice is
the business.
Is the business. I mean, I like, you know, this is just so weird. I think that's been altered. That's
oh, the light purple stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the stuff that came in the hoodie do.
Okay. Not the stuff that came in the hoodie do. I can't stand it. I've got to go ahead and do this purple here. I don't know.
I don't know where the re-inker is that went into the hoodie do.
Okay, I'm telling you right now that this is going to be way too much. This exactly the same color as what we're putting it down on.
Hey, do you
care if I?
Do you have re-inkers over there? Yeah, that's fine. Do what you need to do. Whatever. Because the purple I don't have in the little re-inker thingy. So you have it somewhere. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So I can't tell you what color it is. Unless you wrote it on the bottom.
I didn't.
Okay.
Just, you know, you just have to press just exactly the right amount. You
needed more.
I needed more. That's all right. It's all right.
Right. Yeah, these particular, okay, so the bigger beetles are from Michelle Sharp. She's the Creative Cove. And then the Death Head Hawk Moth business, those are PM Artist Studio. Brad did those. And then all the other little more whimsical beetles are by Fran. And then Mo went ahead and put all the various beetles as a link in the chat. Mo is Cookie Wookie.
Well, we have to do a bit of excavating here.
Did you find the purple?
Shocker.
And why don't you give those to me?
What about that orange?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Oh,
you got some of that over there?
I got. You mean a pad for it?
Yeah.
I got little ones. And then we were kind of using the yellow, but I really do like this yellow sort of as it is. You have the pad for the orange, the marmalade. You have that over there because you keep it. Because you do things like that. If you give me those, I'll shake them up for you.
Yeah, I'm really leaning towards that. Because I think, you know, I don't know.
Dried marigold. Yeah, and see, you have the stamp pad for our orange stuff over there.
Oh, hooty doody.
And I don't know where the purple has gone as far as the re-inker. I'm a little, you know, wondering why.
I don't either, Mariah.
Yeah, she's worried about the heat embossed stuff because she thinks that it's gonna crack, but I think that we should do some of those just because.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be worried about that. I'm not finding an orange ink pad over here, Mariah.
I'm coming in. You know,
she's gonna look. She's a better looker than I am anyway.
That's right.
Try to get a better impression on this. Not quite so smushy.
Well, you got all kinds of things. Stuffy over here, lady.
All right, well, that's a little bit better. I think I can work with that.
Alright, here's a little one if you want. See, that was a fossilized amber, and I don't think it really has that in it anymore anyway.
Probably not. Where's that yellow?
I got it over there. I'll hand it to you here in just a second.
Because that's a poopy color, whatever's in there.
Well, I think it's been
altered.
Shocker there. Hey, I found the. I told you had the purple. Mm-hmm.
What happened to the lid to my purple here? Oh, there it is. Underneath the.
Got things going on, y'all. She's hiding things from herself and others. I think maybe did that.
Whoa! Oh, it's really sucking down in there.
And then see, this is the purple, which was the shaded lilac that was in that one altered, that scrapbook paper one. So
Yeah.
did you want more ink in that purple one?
That's this one?
Yes. Here, show the folks at home what. Please note, everything has been altered.
This is shaded lilac. And the Parisienne.
Oh, a Luna moth? Because, yeah, we never did do the Luna moth. We only had done the Death Head moths. All right, I'll let Brad know. See, and I think this is that purple. I think. The problem is you're not even consistent with your alterations.
It depends on what's available.
That's right.
I don't know how you can be consistent when you don't know what you're going to have. Jeez, that would require...
What we have here is a lack of consistency within the inconsistency.
I'm putting plenty out here because I just feel like more is better.
But you do need to be careful with those one pads because, like, it does have a point where it starts kind of blurbing out the sides.
I may have reached that.
It's a situation.
It's a situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I re-inked that.
Okay.
Re-inked this to a whole new color. All right, let's see here. What do we have? Let's get us a...
Oh, hi, Jocelyn. Hey, Carla.
You really have to get down on the feelers on this little jobber.
And please keep in mind, again, this was some of the test foam, so it acts differently anyway. This is one of the reasons we weren't that crazy about it. It was...
Oh, no.
Way too spongy. What? Did you blurb him?
Well, it's blurbing out there, yeah.
Well... Oh, yeah, and you've got it up above, too. You want one of my spongies?
No, I'm just going to try to get it wiped up here. Yeah, I kind of went overboard there.
Overfill. Oh, yeah.
Overfill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, y'all can learn from, my little oopsies here. Okay, that's good. I like that.
Oh, that's I think it's the Mayfly. I'll find it. 1 second, Mo.
Let's squirt a little this on the bottom so we can have it kind of lets you know.
Right.
And sometimes I do take the time to come in on the top and do that, and I might go ahead and do that later on, but I don't feel like doing that right now. It's just not necessary.
That's how this thing, that's how it happens, y'all. That's the Katie did. Katie did. And then she didn't. Let me know if y'all thought that was funny. She's ignoring me.
I'm trying to. There's some hokey stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
How beautiful that is. I just love it.
See, Nettie wants to know, what did she do?
Well, we can't talk about it in polite company. It would put us onto another channel.
Mm-hmm. It's not for the YouTubers.
The YouTube police are watching.
Always. Or
And
are
listening.
they? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, well done.
Just needed rejuicing.
Uh-huh.
A little rejuicer. All right, now here's where we run into problems here. Is when we have light next to dark. Sometimes that's really great.
Uh-huh.
When you're trying to get a pattern out and you're stamping, it's a sucky situation.
Yeah.
Try to avoid it. All right, I'm going to really liking this. I don't know. Maybe I should use them. Oh, that's the wrong. Is that the one I put on that one? I thought I used this one.
Is that the pumice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slightly altered with lavender.
Yeah, a little lilac shaded lilac. Which is kind of more periwinkle because it's been mixed in with the scrapbook hybrid. I don't know what that purple is. I can't read it from here because there's a blobby marigold or what through the writing. I don't know when that happened. It feels like it was recent. There was a situation.
Relatively.
So. Yeah.
Okay, look at that. Now let's see here. We've got this one. We've got that one. We've got that one. So we need this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what am I going to do with you?
Ah, Parisian. Is it Parisian?
Wilted violet.
Maybe.
What?
The purple. Parisian.
Well, that's what it says.
Okay.
But we know that it's not.
Right. But that's what it started out as.
Yeah. Now, do you have this in a re-inker?
No.
So
my issue with the re-inker situation is that
can I use the lighter one?
Well, you've already got it on the Hootie Doo.
Yeah, but it isn't really it. It's kind of, sort of, see?
All right, fine, mix them. I don't care. You do your thing, lady. Here, and if you want, do you want to put some purple from VersaFine? You want to mix it in there with it?
No.
Why not?
I don't think that's a good thing to do. Because they're different.
Really? That's the thing? Okay. We have standards, y'all.
We do.
We're finding them. Just don't cross that line.
I'm kind of leery about, switching a bunch out there.
Right, you learned your lesson on that.
I'll just move it around.
Okay. Oh, goodness.
Hey, out of 2 sheets of paper, I ought to get at least, one good bug of each variety.
Yeah.
That's my goal. And if I'd been a little bit more, I don't know why I even bothered saying that. I didn't know I wanted to do bugs until.
Just, right before the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know. You teased everybody with the flowers, and I don't.
Yeah, well, that's what we were talking about when we did the background.
Yeah.
But, bugs and flowers. Come on now.
I don't think that it's the same, but that's fine. Because you're not going to be, sculpting as much.
Yeah, do you think you could put white on all of these and wad them?
Well, I don't know if they're... I mean, as long as they're still... Let's see. Sure. Let's give her a go.
Give her a go, Mariah. Give her a go. She's going to be wawing while I'm going to be doing some more stamping on the green.
Now, are you stamping green on the green?
No, I really thought I would stamp black.
Oh, okay. I mean, you kind of went purple with purple, so...
Well, I did.
Or do you want me to do clear?
No, I want white.
Okay.
Because I want those boogers to show up.
Clear.
Trying to make room for my very large. All right, now I need black. Why you just jerked all these out and
I did.
Around hither
Here.
and gone.
Here.
I don't want that. I want the re-inker, black re-inker.
I got it right here. Ooh.
Why do you have it?
Because I got the little thingy over here. Here. I don't know why you're holding on to this ball. Sometimes you hold on to things. It's fine. Whatever.
Remember when you're re-inking your pad, just go out in the middle because it'll go to the outside when you squish it around with your plastic card.
I'm thinking that these are still kind of wet because they are on top of the stuff. So, like,
surface,
yeah. Stuff
well,
and things and hooty-doos.
I'm hoping it doesn't, like, bubble up and belly up.
We're going to see about that.
I told you about I was bonking this the other day.
Yes.
And had stuff falling off.
A shell fell.
Of the...
May I have a piece of paper? Oh, yeah, I think this is going to work quite nicely, y'all.
Well, that's kind of sucky. See, that's why you have to beat on it. See that right there? That sucks poo-poo.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I still think I can make it work, but, you know.
Yeah. Gotta flip it and reverse it.
Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that.
Oh, wow. Hey, Liz. Yeah.
Fairly happy with that.
Okay, that goes there, that goes there. Hey, look at this. I haven't even won. I want people to see.
Oh, yes, Mariah. Oh, my God, those are gorgeous.
So, keep in mind, the reason that we were able to just kind of move at this, you know, lollygagging kind of speed that we were, and the decision-making that we were doing, is the fact that
it's
all
a painted surface.
Yeah, it's sealed in. Plus, it's on the foil. So it's not like it's soaking into any kind of paper situation. So the ink stayed inky. And it's still inky, probably.
Well, I'm underwhelmed on these. On this black. It's just not
doing it for you?
Well,
it's not juicy enough.
Isn't.
Well, and remember, you've got to kind of prime your stamps. These foam stamps take a little bit to, especially on a surface like this, because it's textured.
It is a bit. Okay, here's my thing. The oxides are working better. What I'm thinking here is, do you have black, glossy, black wine stuff?
Uh-huh. I do.
All right. So if I use, say, even if I use like a purple.
Yeah.
And you go over the top of it with the black, it's going to be mostly black.
Yeah.
Right? Because the purple seemed to be the juiciest.
Yeah, or you can re-ink one of the greens. I think that might be kind of interesting because if it does dry or whatever, it might show. Or I don't know. It's just a thought. Really wish I had more coffee.
Yeah, no, me too.
I'm gonna wall.
Mariah's walling, and I'm vacillating, deciding.
Ooh! I was smoking.
Well, my stinking stew. Hot mama. Oh my gosh, look at that.
And I was able to buff off a lot of that. I mean, there's still the sprinkle business
I know, but
around.
so we're going to be cutting them out anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they're...
Hey, Lori.
Fabuloso, Mariah. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use this orange. I don't know if this is orange juicy stuff. And we're going to do some drawing of these bugs in with, I don't know what color you think.
Oh, well, this is your project. You call it. Just let me know so I can find it.
That's not showing up worth diddly squat there. Okay, so that's a sucky poo-poo.
If you want the black, though, I do need to locate that.
I'm thinking, yes.
I got it. Primary ebony, regular.
All right. So we're not worried about whether this is making a good, a show, because we're going over it with.
Yeah.
But see, it's still.
They are a thing, and Izzy has some, and she looks so cute in them.
What?
Bell bottoms. And they have like the elastic waist, which is so nice.
Ah, finally, a good impression.
That beetle just needed more pressure.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. I don't think that the paper towel is necessarily absorbing anything because remember these have all been sealed in. But I do think the texture of it.
Yeah.
Is.
But remember, this is the side with the
Is that moshi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's the smoothest. I wouldn't even think about doing a stamping on the. Unless I was doing leaves, and that wouldn't matter.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's coated. So it should be resisting, you know, it's not soaking in, and which is also the need of the embossing powder.
I may have to.
It needs the elephant stomp, yes.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to give it another little.
And again, worth saying multiple times, priming those stamps helps. Like, yeah. The more you kind of have put into them, the, you know, the better off they're going to be a few stampings into it. When you first do it, unless it is super, like, you've really juiced it up. And I think there's something to, like, whether or not if you clean your stamps. Because I think that these also probably had ink on them. So it takes a little bit longer for it to, right?
Possibly.
These are theories.
Just a theory. I'm going to do that one again because I don't think it.
Oh yeah, Froyle put out her video yesterday. She has words now in the dancing, in her dance move scripty business.
Well, let's see how this works, and I've got another whole green sheet to work with.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty slicky now that I'm seeing it.
Let's see, I've got this one. I'm going to wait till tomorrow, I guess, because I want it to be nice and juicy. But as I'm going over the surface of this, I can feel that it's bumpy.
All right, I'm not even going to mess with the
black ones, yeah. They're goners.
Okay.
So see, if you want to do the wawing, it really doesn't matter what color you're using here if you use a dark color over it. I do think there will be some slight, you know.
I think these are going to look fab. Okay. That part.
All right, we're getting ready. So I've got these. I really wished I'd, you know.
Moved on those.
That's all right. I think it's good to have both.
Yeah.
Because what I think I'll do with these to set this is go over them with a.
You could use some of like the color shift, and then the whole thing would be iridescent-y. I think that was mentioned in the chat. There have been requests for rusty hinge and dark blue ink. Oh. There. It was funny. So this one bubbled up in certain areas.
Remember that black does sometimes.
Well, but no, it was
the paper?
Yeah.
Separating from the...
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness, look at those little darlings.
All right, hold up in the technology and show them that they're shiny. See?
Shiny bugs.
Shiny bugs.
Shiny bugs.
Okay, and so what was it? Rusty hinge and a dark blue. Well, we have the... these would be the dark blues that we have, or like we have like regular inks. But I think that these distress oxides do work the best for the embossing.
All right, well, let's just go ahead and use this because I kind of like this idea.
Okay.
I'm going to avoid the dark areas because I think that would be a good another color.
Yeah.
I think it is a good color on the light.
Yeah.
Get a little bit more back there by his bum.
And I don't think that this particular one has been altered. The ink pad. And I don't have that color re-inker. I need to buy another set. I don't love giving my money to Ranger. Just to be honest.
Ah, that's a good one.
Oh, you didn't want the mix of the purple?
Well, I didn't want to muss this up because you said it hadn't been
Oh,
mussed.
well, I wouldn't worry about that too much.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's pretty cool that there's blue mixed in with like the brusho situation on this particular one, which I think pretty nifty.
Oh, that's a really good. That was a good one.
Yeah. Now, do you want blue?
Yeah, if you got it.
I have navy.
I don't know that I think that we.
Oh, and then I have this. Yeah.
Yeah. Electric blue. That's what I want.
Electric blue. Darn, red stuff is making itself known. Yeah, that's right, Jen, exactly. So certainly around here, except for we have found out that now you cannot put the VersaFine with the Distress Oxide for Patricia.
It no work.
That's where she draws the line, I guess.
No work. No looky good.
I don't know if that's true. She's basing her stuff on feelings.
Observation, y'all. Observation.
Was it an observation? Have you mixed it?
It comes out like some over here and some over here. It doesn't mix well in the thing there. I mean, you can make it work, but you kind of have to work at making it work.
I wonder if you put a couple drops.
Oh, man, look at that one. I really stomped on that one. Excellent.
Yeah,
all
and
right.
it's on a crease. And what's great about this, this particular,
Woo!
yeah, it kind of came out in a clump. Thankfully, it landed
I really
on
like
the page.
that.
But this particular embossing powder kind of goes more clear. So it's good that the bugs were stamped in the blue. That will help, you know, hold the blue.
Now I'm just kind of giving these a rough little cleaning off while they're still kind of, you know, wetty.
Wetty. It's really high-end language we're using today.
Ever so slightly damp, I think that.
Wetty.
Wetty. Must hit by the wetty. It's wet.
Otherwise, it's dry. That no wayno. Okay.
Now you see why I didn't worry about my paper here.
How many more of these are we almost done with this?
Yeah,
okay.
This is it. We're going to go on to gel printing. I'm just making time to do a bit of cleanup here. Golly.
I love the blue bugs.
Are the blue bugs going to be
the
bee's knees?
The beetle's knees.
Not beetle sneeze. Cheese on trees.
Cheese on trees, y'all. Yeah, those are cool.
They're like patent leather navy blue.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that definition on those
fluffy feelers.
Fluffy feelers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now basically what I think I will do is I will rough cut around them, and these areas where I've got, I'm going to do some more experimenting with color.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to, you know, lighten it up or darken it up as the case may be. And,
okay, a quick announcement because, yes, and thank you, Mo, for reminding me, because yes, I wanted a reminder about that. So Brandy, that's here in the chat, she's also in Makers, but she's looking for a possible content creator, YouTuber person to partner with for Carrie's March. That's the Mixed Media March 25 challenge for the creative community. If you don't know about that, you need to, you know, check out Carrie's channel and then go over there and let, you know, Brandy know you might want to partner up with her because she doesn't, some of us, like, you know, P and I are going to spread it out during the month, doing it during our streams and when and however we can. And then some of y'all that are content creators could partner up and somebody, you know, do 5 days or, you know, however you want to work that out. I'm not going to, you know, tell you how to do your business, but that's, you know, an option.
Options.
Which would be really great because, you know, one of the things is, you know, cross-channel collaborations. You know, we used to do the Makers Creative Collab hop thing, which I, you know, there for a couple years was, that helped build the channel. It's just, it's a ton of work.
and
coordinating people, and I just couldn't commit to that all the time.
I'm gonna hand you back your stash of.
But even if maybe a group of y'all, like part of it could be a little hop.
All right,
maybe a hop at the end. I don't know. I'm not getting involved side
for whatever reason.
I'm just here for ideas. I'm like P.
What?
I got a lot of ideas for y'all.
Yeah.
None of which I want to be a part of, to implement.
Oh, hand me back that orange one.
Which, I got 2 orange ones, you know.
No,
this little pad. And
got to go in there.
Yeah, and here. I got that for you.
Yeah, I gotta put this stuff away. Cause
we need to figure out a stamp pad. A better situation.
She's got everything messed up over here.
I do.
My little system of.
Oh yes, it's a system. It is actually somewhat of a system.
Because the little drawers are not all the same size.
Right.
Well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so I'm not going to absolutely put these bugs away because I may want to make some more of one or the other, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because now what we're going to do is we're going to create what?
Eddie said she had a baby, y'all.
Who said that?
Eddie.
Sorry. My golly, you know that.
Hi, Sonia.
Baby changed everything in our lives.
Some things for the better. Actually, a lot of things. Most things for the better, but there are some things that it's like, hey, I can't do that. I don't have the bandwidth for that anymore. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's a reality.
It is what it is. Yeah. Okay. So, you know we've got purple bugs and we've got green bugs.
Blue bugs, white bugs, purple bugs.
You know, whatever here. With that in mind, what I want to think about here on my stars. To cover this with, I don't know, I'm really leaning towards the yellow. I mean, look at that. And look at those purple bugs and green bugs on that yellow.
Yeah. Do it. Patricia.
All right, let's do that. Goodness.
Hey, Sonia, you got to come back to the beginning because P showed what she did with the with watercolors that showed up. And she put them in they all are in one pen.
Is that Sonia here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I can show that real quick.
Okay, we'll show it real quick.
Because, I mean...
Actually, she hasn't full-on done a demonstration, but she showed how she has put them in the tin. And then the little swatching, which I thought was really great. Look at that.
So, all right, so I swatched them out and
hold it up further into the technology.
What?
You're swatching. There you go. And that, yeah.
So this is the white. These were the tubes. And here is where I put them in here. So see how they coordinate there?
Look at that. She's such a pro.
I'm getting pretty dadgum good at this stuff. I was going to go ahead and put these on the back of my other one. Then I thought, nah, I'm not going to really do that. Because I might want to look at them differently, you know, at a different time. And then I decided, okay, wow, she sent me that black stuff. I think that's what she wanted me to do.
She sometimes follows the directions or she finds it on her own, which is
and I'm always very proud of myself.
Look at what I did. Look at this fabulous idea I had.
Well, you know, nobody actually came right out and said that. They just assumed I would know it. And I guess, you know, I did know it. It just took me a little while for it to...
Look at that.
Yeah, for the synapses to fire and hook up with each other. One went down, you know.
So y'all stay tuned. There's going to be watercoloring in our future.
Absolutely will be. Because also, I have put down the ground.
Oh, yeah. She has some test spots set up in her one watercolor journal. So...
And that's all, you know, seasoning up nicely. All right. Let's do this. Grungy. All right, so what I'm thinking here, two things. I'm thinking about putting the stars down and leaving the stars, you know, like those. Just, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these little spatula hooty-doos to get my stars down.
Do you want stencil butter? Or do you want the other butter business, not the other butter business, but you know,
the new butter business.
Yeah, I'm showing you something. Just hooking us up, y'all. Because do you want the gold stars to be gold, or there's a purple, and then there's also this tealy business. I think this would be kind of cool.
Well, I think that's going to fight with my bugs. I'm leaning towards the. I think I'm going to do different sheets. Okay, I need the purple and I need the gold. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, and this will be a good thing. You know, a good exemplar.
Exemplar, y'all.
So that you understand, you know, what's going on here. Now, I'm going to spread with this one, but I need to dig it out with its little cousin here.
Scoopy, a scoopy one. There you go. Yeah, this is similar to stencil butter, not as thick.
And actually, I'm you know, there's parts of me that kind of, you know,
likes that.
I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be.
Well, and it what am I trying to say? Like, it is premium acrylic anyway. Like, it touts itself as a paint versus like some kind of texture or three-dimensional product. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go.
All right, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you go all different ways on the stars so that you get good little contact points there.
Get down in there.
And I just, you know, I learned this. It wasn't something that I just got right out of the box. Had to, you know, screw it up a few times. All right. Now we're going to. This is why you don't worry about putting too much out there, because we're getting it back off.
And I would say this is where this stuff is a bit easier to do than the butter.
Kind of hard to see when they're shiny, you know?
Yeah.
The reflection is kind of...
Can throw you off a little.
Throw you off.
Now, the stars, this is the stars all lit up. This is a stencil that you're going to want to keep fairly clean.
Yes, and I'm fixing to...
Because all those little points start to fill up, and then your stars just become little dots.
Can you take that in and give that a scrub on that acrylic thing? Thank you very much. And I'm going to clean up the edges here. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want maximum, you know, area that I'm going... Oh, Just wiped out a star there. Well, it's just the edge of one. When I'm putting this down and doing the pool color, if I have clean edges here, two things. I'm not going to have to worry about tearing my tissue. And it's going to give me a cleaner print to work with. Now I do have some, that's why you should clean your, because what we want to do here is we want to think about how many layers of, how many sections of tissue it's going to take to cover this particular box. And you would be surprised, it's a lot more than you think. So I probably need at least, because we're not only doing the outside, we're doing the inside and we're doing the bottom. So you can just kind of think about that. Probably need at least 2 to 3 of the gold. And I don't know whether I'm going to just use all of them together as strips rather than just blanket cover. And if I use the strips, then I think it would be cool to use different pool colors, which, you know, we'll determine that when this is dry. This is what's lovely about having more than one.
Did you want that back?
Yeah, kind of did, but you know, I can bust out my other one.
Oh, look! Oh, show the folks at home. She has a folder. It is labeled, and now, this is how we found.
Did you kind of dry it off?
No, I just left it on there. Kind of. I scrubbed it and wiped it, and I didn't know I needed to give it a little pat down.
Well, if it's wet, it's not going to work very well, Mariah.
Oh, okay, well, you do want it back. Okay.
I do want it back.
Okay.
That's why it's nice to have multiple stencils too. Okay, now we're going to go with our purple. Same situation. Oh no. It's already been adulterated. Oh well, that's all right. We don't care about that. Because remember, we're filling those holes up, intentionally filling those holes up. And I'm going to clean up my paint here because I got a little
dampish.
Rambunctious.
You might have to pat it with a paper towel.
Yeah. Okay, well, we can demonstrate that also. So this is the,
I like that
did you
purple.
show this? Saks True Flow?
Yeah.
Now, some people talk about this other stuff, this Nouveau.
Yeah.
Nouveau.
Yeah, Nouveau. There's also Lunar Paste. It's very similar stuff. You know, whatever you have near you and available, and yeah.
It's all very, very similar. Now, I will say that the butter probably is the thickest of all of it.
I need to remember. So, stars, all that. This might actually be kind of a cool one to make and put into a mashup of somehow.
Oh yeah.
Gotta think about that.
Yeah, and remember, this is the one that I used as a...
Message me, Becky, so I remember. And then a Luna moth stamp. Oh, the stripper set of the all lit up does have the bigger stars. But it's just the little strip thing.
But I think what would be interesting about these is to have, I just, you know, globbed a bunch over the edge there, but don't worry, I'll take care of that.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I've got my little star points.
We do have stars as a stars lit up as a little square block. It has various sizes on it.
But see how much I scraped off of there?
I like this purple. I think it's a better purple than what, like, the stencil butter purple is.
You know, I think you might be right.
It's a more serious purple.
The stencil butter, it's more lilac-y.
Happier. That's why I said this is a little more serious. Awesome. Do I need to go clean that one now?
I'm going to try to use it.
Okay. Those lines off while you can.
Pardon?
To get the lines off while they're easier.
Yeah. Because if I have to use tape, it kind of,
yeah.
I run the risk of. All right, now we're going to do something.
Apologies. Stayed up kind of late.
Now this has got some mucky muck on it, but
it looks like it kind of goes with the project.
Goes with what?
It goes with the project.
I think so. Now again, these are, the pointy things are going to be catchy. You probably won't get a good, what do I want to say? Because they're flipping up.
Yeah.
As I'm going over them. I can feel them.
Yeah.
And see, they're shredding the.
They'll get you. It is the Saks, and it's not like, but like they don't sell it as a butter or anything like that, but it is a premium acrylic metallic Saks True Flow, and it's SAX.
That's not going to, you know, leave a whole huge, but
I
it's adding something to it, and you'll probably be surprised once we get.
Oh, and if you pulled it like just with one of the pearl colors.
Yes.
Okay, why is that making that noise?
What? That.
Yeah.
What? Screeching noise?
It hurts.
Is it bothering you?
It hurts my spine.
Okay, I don't know what that one thing out there in the middle is, but I didn't want it.
Does it dry quicker? I don't know about that. We'll have to kind of, because we've only used it the one other time, right?
Right.
Because we just got this like pretty recently, and P put all the colors down through the feathery eye stencil and then just left it, but we didn't really pay a heck of a lot of attention because she left it. I mean, it was actually on there for a couple days before we pulled it. So you'll have to pay a little more attention and see. We'll check them here. You got 20 minutes, by the way. Sorry. I haven't really been giving you updates on time.
Thank you, Mariah.
You're welcome. And Mo has put a link to the star stamp that goes with this particular stars all lit up.
I love these little spatula things. I don't know how I ever made it without them.
I don't know either. I like that. The purple and the yellow mix looks lovely, doesn't it?
It does. Something to kind of think about, you know, as far as a full color. Just don't get in a hurry here. Take your time, because remember, it's not mattering that it's drying. You don't care about that in this particular case.
Right. You just want to make sure you get
it down into all the points and all the little crevices.
Also, one of the things that, especially with this particular stencil and for this technique, you want to have a side that is, you know, the side that goes down to be paint free. A new or very clean stencil is ideal for this situation.
Just
no worries, Rosemary.
Paint there. Did you see that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, these came out, what, a couple of Christmases ago?
Oh, yeah, this is a goldie oldie.
But the stars go with everything.
Yeah,
everything.
They do. Uh-oh. Getting a little contamination.
They're celestial. Funny.
Now, these are a little bit rusticated. There's a funky background going. Okay, Mariah, I'm handing this off to you.
I know, but the purple sort of stayed back behind, and so I think it kind of outlined in the purple is what you got going on there.
Mayhaps.
Good job.
All right.
Love this color.
So, that's, you know, you've got some things going on there with the background that's there, but that's not going to hopefully be a deal breaker. Oh, it was over here. Sorry, I'll try not to make it screech. All right. Well, how about that? Okay, that's not coming up very good. This is some of the, this was part of the experiment with, what do you call those things? The watercolor crayons. Neo 2. Carandash. I'm just making sure that the stencil is adhered to the plate, and there's, you know, already paint on there a little bit, so that's going to I don't know.
Did I have to bring that one back?
No.
Okay.
I think we're pretty much.
Got you.
We might.
Stars all worked out.
We might end a little early today.
This is one of those things, though, that you think, okay, well, are you going to need all of those papers? Probably. And better to have extra than run out and then hope that you can kind of match up whatever color thing or whatever. I mean, right now, this is pretty easy. You could do more purple stars or do more gold stars. But you start making the next phase of this.
Well, and the problem is of the stuff I have underneath some of these.
Yes.
Because they're not.
They're unique.
Pristine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pristine plates.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Do you want to check maybe like the first one just to see?
Well, we're going to do something a little bit different here.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see we have that background, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
ooh, that's going to look cool.
You know, I don't know what's going to happen with that.
What's she got going on over there?
Oh, that's kind of... If it were equally distributed, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, but you just got it in...
It's just in a couple spots here, and it's just going to, you know, irritate me.
Yeah, because it'll be beautiful everywhere except for, like, just those little spots, and you're like,
or those spots are really great, and the rest of it sucks.
Yeah, for that.
It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Trying to pull up that line.
Yeah, the boys were saying that it might snow here on Wednesday. I don't know. I mean, it's cold out there. That's for sure. No, just a little carrier thing, but you would be surprised at how many papers you need when you're talking about like going in and out and around and
yeah, hither and yon,
and you know.
All right, I'm going to try to get this almost just exactly the amount I need out here because I won't be able to put it back into the cow. I've already got a little. That's all right. Nothing around here is pristine.
Unless it's brand new.
I'm breaking the seal on it.
Yeah.
You just have to
give me a minute.
Assume that it's going to be alterated in some form or another. And remember when you put purple and yellow together, because basically the gold here is yellow, you get a brown. And it's a lovely brown. I love this brown. And see, this may be the one that I'm going, oh man, I wished I had more of those.
These, yeah.
This is where Mariah is talking about, you know, make more than you need.
Yeah, these are probably going to be really cool. Because the stars will be a little more bronzy looking. And might even, again, like that last one that you did, the outline of the stars had that purple.
I don't,
Rhonda.
you know, I don't, it's hard to say. All right, look, that was a pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those are going to be very cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Kind of pinkish. I'm getting so that I can't get my hoop-de-doos in here. Then we've got this here business going on. What did I just do with my stencil? Oh, Mariah took it away. Okay. Now, I want to put something on top of this before I pull it up. And I really wanted to use those stars, but now she's got both my stars washing them up. I don't think I had any others in there. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Let's do that. I'm picking things off of this. Okay.
Oh, good God. This is quilted crop circles. People love this one. Takes a lot of time to cut it. Takes a lot of time to clean it.
Okay, now I'm going to go really light with this just because it's going to require, I mean, we already have one, obviously, one layer down here. And the more layers you get, the, you know, you're just kind of increasing your chances of not pulling a print, but having it all hang out on the
stay back on the plate.
plate, which is not. You want it. And I don't necessarily want it to be really thick here. I want it to be.
Oh yes, there's a mandala set
thin-ish.
of this.
Thin-ish.
Ooh. Now that's fancy.
Oh, I would have liked to have had a little bit more down here in this corner.
I think it's kind of cool that you didn't. I kind of like it in the reverse, but hey, what's cool is if you pull it and then you want to do
I
it
can
on,
dab some
you
more
can
onto the print because now we know that it's just the gold, so we don't have to worry about mixing a color to match the color that, you know, we didn't get everywhere we wanted it. All right.
Yeah, this one has sort of well, it kind of nods to a little bit of the church window, the quilted crop circle business, plus kind of has a steampunky feel to it. It's a pretty nifty design. It's one of Brad's, of course. It's very intricate and, you know.
picky.
Picky. I meaning like it takes a long time to pick it, to clean it.
Alrighty.
Oh, very boho. Yes, it has a boho feel to it. It's a good one.
And we could pull that with a pink, and it would be really boho-y. All right, I think that's gonna be all right. I was gonna take it in and wash it, but I think it's fine.
Well, you went real thin with it.
I did.
Okay, now what?
Oh my goodness, my bugs are kind of hot.
Well, you had it on top of your computer there.
Yeah.
And it's foil.
All right, well, upshot of today is your bugs. Now, what color did we use underneath this?
Some purples, basically. Yeah. Or pumice and some light purples.
And light purples.
Yeah, I think if you come in on some of these with the pearl paints and stuff, it would be pretty cool. I still really don't know what... I was on board with understanding how the flower was going to get made. This I don't know.
Well, it's not... They're not going to be layered like the flowers were.
Right. So I don't really understand.
So they're just going to kind of be crawling around, and I can bend their little legs and whatnot.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't understand the need of the foil, but that's okay.
Bending their little leggies, Mariah.
Who's cutting out all these darn bugs? Again, petals I was on board with.
What?
Bugs they don't know. I've cut the bugs before.
I know, and I had to come back in and
yeah, you didn't think I did a good job. I will cut the bigger ones, but I'm not cutting the little bugs.
Well, I might have to hire me some outside
helpers.
Labor.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of those people line up on the curb at some
art store.
Work wanted.
Yeah.
Let me see your resume.
You could holler at your grandsons.
Yeah, I don't think so. Now, Caleb maybe.
I don't know. Hopefully he got a haircut and he can see things.
I know. That's why he hasn't streamed, because he's
told him he can't get on stream until he cuts that hair out of his eyeballs. It makes me crazy.
Like one of those
foghorn leghorn. Right? Wasn't it?
Well, those dogs at the police.
I'm telling you, it's foghorn leghorn. It's the sheep dog.
Yeah. That's just every time I look at him, that's what I think.
And I'm just thinking, is that in your eyeball? It's making me crazy. I know I sit there and probably blink at him like this.
I've turned off shows on TV because the main character has hair in her eyes all the time.
I can't do it. Your eyes are watering right now just thinking about it.
I was doing a sympathetic thing. All right. Hey, wow. Did we do a lot today? Got a lot of stuff on the plate. Stars.
Yeah.
Now, when are we going to start this business with the making stuff?
Oh, for March. In March.
In March?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I mean, if you wanted to get ready, you could pick out 31. My thought is, I am going to... I want to alter or finish, really finish. That's the key word. The ATCs that we already have.
So it's not like they haven't made it just ATC, that, or postcards or tags or anything. It's just whatever you want, but it's got to have all of those elements that are within the
main thing that it has to have is a gel print, and it can even be a printable, which we do have on the website. Carrie has some. Eddie has some over on his some freebie stuff for the event over on his Ko-fi. And then, did y'all say Ko-fi or Ko-fi?
So it's one a day.
One a day.
Well, I've already got a whole bunch of them started over here. Oh,
a whole bunch of what started over where?
Postcards.
You're
well, also ATCs.
Yeah, and journal cards. Yeah, because your cards don't.
Oh yeah, I can pull out some that are already done. Is that cheating? Yeah, I think that's cheating.
Now, you did it last year. Let's just not even
talk about it.
Well, no, I mean,
well, if it's not dated, you won't know.
That's right. It just needs to be.
I could even cover up
curated,
the date with something else.
Curated into the collection.
You know, I did find a whole bunch of my
we're past time
stuffs.
Your stuffs.
You know what? The stuffs some of the stuffs that you mentioned, book pages and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found some.
Fantastic. All right, y'all.
There we go.
There we go.
Love you.
Like a
phone call.
See you back here tomorrow, guys. I don't know when. Remember, stay tuned.
Yes. Check in makers.
Check in makers.